At just €130, the TCL 60 XE NXTPAPER seems almost too good to be true. A 120Hz display, a 50-megapixel camera, and TCL's own NXTPAPER tech, all for a budget price? You'd think there's a catch, right? But what really stands out is that unique screen technology that's different from anything else in this price range. Starting with the display, it's a 6.78-inch IPS LCD panel with a resolution of 1080 by 2460 pixels. But what really sets it apart is TCL's XE NXTPAPER technology. It reduces eye strain, filters blue light without turning everything yellow, and feels noticeably gentler on the eyes, even if you scroll for hours. It doesn't give off the same harsh glare you'd get from typical LCDs. And with 120Hz refresh rate, scrolling through social media or switching between apps feels smoother than what you'd expect at this price. Now, when it comes to performance, the phone is powered by the MediaTek Dimensity 6010 Plus, which is paired with 6GB RAM and 128GB of internal storage. Everyday usage is more than fine. Apps open quickly, multitasking feels decent, and casual games like Free Fire, Candy Crush, and even a bit of PUBG on low settings run okay. For someone who doesn't need ultra-high graphics, this setup is perfectly usable. Android 15 comes pre-installed, and TCL keeps the interface surprisingly clean. There's not much bloatware, and you won't get bombarded with ads like some other budget brands do. Switching over to the camera, you get a triple setup on the back with a 50-megapixel main sensor, a 5-megapixel ultra-wide, and a 2-megapixel depth sensor. In good lighting, the main camera actually captures solid detail and colors. You'll get nice shots for social media, and close-up shots have good focus. The ultra-wide is usable, though it tends to lose detail around the edges. In low-light situations, quality drops, but that's expected at this price. The front camera is a surprising 32 megapixels, which sounds great on paper, and for selfies and video calls, it actually performs better than you'd expect. You'll get clear shots in daylight, though dynamic range could be better. Let's talk about sound now, because this is where TCL quietly impresses. The stereo speakers are DTS certified and come with 3D boom sound enhancement. That means YouTube videos, Netflix, and even basic gaming feel more immersive. It also has a 3.5mm headphone jack, which is rare nowadays, especially with phones pushing wireless audio. If you still prefer wired headphones, this one won't disappoint. Battery life is another big plus here. With a 5010 mAh battery, you'll easily get through a full day and more, even with heavy use. Streaming, social media, gaming, it holds up well. Charging is 18 watts, which isn't the fastest, but it's acceptable for this price point. And yes, it even supports reverse charging through cable, which is a nice little bonus for emergencies. Now, speaking of build quality, while the official weight and dimensions haven't been shared yet, the phone feels light in hand and easy to manage even with one hand. The back is made of plastic, but it doesn't feel cheap. There's a nice textured finish that resists fingerprints and gives it a bit of grip. It's available in just one color, space blue, which has a subtle shine under the light without being too flashy. Connectivity-wise, the phone supports 5G, dual-band Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 5.3, NFC, and even FM radio. There's a side-mounted fingerprint scanner, which is fast and reliable. And yes, there's even a barometer and compass included, something you almost never find on entry-level phones. At around €130, this phone competes with the likes of the Redmi 13C 5G and Realme Narzo 60X, but it sets itself apart with the NXTPAPER screen, stereo sound, and a high-res selfie cam. It's not trying to be a gaming beast or a camera champion, but it's clearly designed for people who spend a lot of time on their phone, watching content, reading, and browsing without hurting their eyes. So, should you buy the TCL 60 XE NXTPAPER? If you're looking for a budget phone that feels modern, smooth, and most importantly, easy on the eyes, this one delivers more than expected. It's not for gamers or mobile photographers looking for premium results, but for everyday users who value comfort, clarity, and a clean UI, this phone is a seriously good deal.